Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Mariposa Homeschool. If you are interested to see the curriculum that we are still working through this summer, and I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a review and what I plan to repurchase next year and the things that didn't work out so well for us. Please stay tuned. Okay, so I wanted to start out with going through our group subjects. And I use the term group very loosely because I have a preschooler and a fifth grader, or, they're going into, I should just say one is 5 and one is 11. So they're pretty nice age gap between the two. So I try to cater to both ages, but I kind of just do things for my son who is 11, and then my daughter, who is the 5-year old, just kind of listens in if she wants to. Now, she is, I mean, she's really smart. She's really interested in school and she gets a lot out of it. So she wants to be included. I don't make her sit in on anything. But, she does enjoy doing what her older brother does. So I let her sit in on a couple of the subjects that we do. And um, first, I'm going to start out with Bible. So we do Bible all together as a family. My children have their own Bibles. Tatiana has a picture Bible. It's more of just like Bible stories. And Gabriel has the Adventure Bible. We'll go through scripture. We'll read and do scripture memorization. And we've also been working through this book, I Am. So, this is 40 Reasons to Trust God. My children have absolutely loved this book. I highly recommend it. I purchased this from Amazon. We're going through it slowly. There really is no reason to rush through this because I feel like the lessons in this are just so amazing. I want my kids to really soak up the information and just really have a good understanding of what it says right here on the cover, the reasons to trust God. It gives them in here also the different names that what we call God. So it'll have like prayers, it'll have a Bible story, it'll give them prayers that they can pray. So we're going through this pretty slowly, but um, that's intentional because I don't feel like there's a reason to rush through this kind of stuff. um, every season of life, you get something different out of reading the Bible. So this is just mostly Bible stories and different reasons to trust God. So the kids have loved this, both ages. And then for Bible, I've also been getting these answers for kids books. I purchased these individually from Half Price Books. So they're used, but these ones are like new. They're really good quality. These are made by Master Books, but you can purchase them in a whole complete set. I think there are, on the back it says that there's 6 volumes. We actually only own volume 3 and volume 1. So we've finished volume 3, and then I got my hands on volume 1 from Half Price Books. So as they become available, I just purchase them when I see them. And we've been going through these as well. So yeah, these are just books that the questions come from children themselves. And there's Ken Ham is the author of this book, and he just goes through and actually answers those questions. So you can find this on Masterbook's website. I think they sell it on christianbook.com. Um, like I said, I found these at Half Price Books if you have one of those in your area. But just as I see them, I've just been purchasing them there. So that's everything that we have been doing for Bible. And of course, my kids are in individual youth groups. Actually, my son is middle school age, so he is in youth group at church. And my daughter's only 5, so she just goes to like kids service at church. But on Sunday, my kids are there from 8 a.m. until almost 2 p.m. at church all day. So, they're hearing the word, they're having people pray over them constantly. Church is, or the Bible is not something that we do just on Sunday. It is the foundation of our home. So that's why it is woven throughout our homeschool as well. So that's why I wanted to start with that. So for Bible, I did forget to mention that what I wanted to do for Bible is next year or next school year, if I can get my hands on it. I've been looking for the used version of our 24 Family Ways. It is a family devotional, and I could just purchase it on Amazon or like christianbook.com new, but I really just wanted to purchase the used version because it is a little bit cheaper. So I was going to Half Price Books looking for that. I was just being patient, seeing if it would pop up. That is something that I did want to include in our Bible time for school next year. So hopefully I can get my hands on that and be able to start adding that into rotation. Okay, the next subject that I wanted to mention that we kind of do as a group is actually history. So, this is definitely a subject that's geared more towards my son. We like to do it all together as a group. Most of the time, my daughter is finished with her book work at this time. She's either reading, playing, doing her own thing. Sometimes she sits in, but most of the time she doesn't, and that's perfectly fine with me. But I give her the option to sit in, and we do history through Knotgrass. I purchased this book. I purchased the test and answer key, and then I also purchased the maps. So right now, how we're doing this is, so all I have right now is America the Beautiful. So this book comes in 2 sets. So this is book 1, and then there's a second book. Um, right now, all we're using is this. Like, we're not using the tests. We're not using the literature guide. We're not using, we are using the maps. But the way that we're setting it up right now is this is really our spine. I was pleasantly surprised that my son is really interested in history. We've gone down some rabbit holes. We've been pairing this with books from the library. We have watched YouTube videos. Um, we have really taken off, and I have to thank Knotgrass. We have tried other history curriculums in the past, and I wanted something that was going to bring history to life for him. It's kind of hard because just reading out of a textbook can be very dry, and I don't remember history being anything I was interested in school. To be quite honest, I don't remember any of this. Any of this that we're learning about now, I don't remember any of it, uh, as a child. So it's really fun getting to learn alongside with my son, and we are really enjoying Knotgrass. I highly recommend it. Well, at least this one so far is, we are really, really enjoying this. But it's just giving us a good jumping off point to, kind of start going down those rabbit holes. You can't just read the textbook and expect to have, a good experience with history. You really have to just use this as your spine and have it come to life in your own way. And that's really what we've been doing. And we've really, really, really enjoyed it. And the pictures are really beautiful in here as well. But yes, we have loved Knotgrass history. I'm going to get the second book. We aren't too far in this. I purchased this a long time ago. Um, but we actually didn't even start this until the summer. I didn't want to add too much for my kids because we do homeschool group. We have a co-op that we attended as well. So I didn't want to add too much to their plate during the week. So we just started this, but it has been super fun. I've really enjoyed it. Okay, so the next subject that we're going to talk about is science. For science, we do the Good and the Beautiful science units. I have been doing Good and the Beautiful science since we started homeschooling. They are my tried and true. I love them. My kids love Good and the Beautiful science. They're so fun. We're going to do them forever and always. We're working on motions and simple machines. I have been stuck on this unit for forever. We started it a long time ago. Then we did co-op. I stopped it because Gabriel's into science. And well, both my kids are in science in co-op. I didn't want them in two sciences, so we paused it and we didn't pick it back up until just now. So I feel like we've been doing this unit for forever. We're only halfway through it. So I will make sure we finish this before the end of summer. But we are on motions and simple machines. Let me see. Oh, you know what? I think we're actually almost done with this. I think we're actually almost done with this. Maybe not. No, maybe not. We're not. So we have a little bit more to go, but it's okay. We're gonna get it done. We just, I didn't want my kids into sciences. So that's where we're at. Motions and Simple Machines, Good and the Beautiful Science. It's super fun. Highly recommend. We'll definitely be doing this next year or next school year. Okay, so next I am gonna talk about what we're working on in preschool for my 5-year old. I can't believe she's going to be heading into kindergarten next school year. She's really been working hard. She absolutely loves her school time. She is really excited to do school every day. She loves co op and she never wants to take days off of school. So she's definitely more motivated to do everything school related. Right now, she is still working on the Good and the Beautiful preschool. She spilled, I don't know what this is, chocolate milk or something all over the cover of her books. The inside is perfectly fine. It's just the cover looks really gross. She's on lesson, let me see. She's almost done because listen, this baby, she never wants to take a day off. Even when I tell her there's no school, she still does her lessons. She's on lesson 53. She's learning about the letter P. I had her pause in the book for a while because she's going so quickly through it. And I forgot about the practice sheets. I forgot that I had these. And I can't remember if the set comes with the practice sheets or you have to buy them separately, but I have them and completely forgot that I had them. They were in a closet somewhere. I found them and I had her pause in the book and I had her doing a couple practice sheets a day instead of working out of here. So we got through a lot of the practice sheets. Um, until she was caught back up. I felt like we were going through the letters so quickly. I kind of just wanted her to slow down. I didn't want her feeling like she had to go through the alphabet so fast. She's on P. Um, and then let's see. Practice sheets are super cute. Just little reinforce the lessons that she's learning. There's some on numbers, and she loves doing these. Absolutely loves doing these. I also have the folder activities. These are super gross as well because she spilled stuff all over them, but the inside is fine. We have the letter boats. She has the little elephant one. She loves playing these. And after she's done with her lesson, we like to play these. This folder's really gross, but she spilled milk on it, all this stuff. So it's really gross, but it's perfectly fine in the inside. Aside from that, she has been writing a ton. She has been learning to write her name. She has notebooks. I've been buying her all kinds of notebooks, and she just writes and writes and writes. She thinks she knows how to write sentences. She just loves writing. She also is very artistic and she loves painting. I got her some watercolors and she's doing oil pastels. And I just got her a bunch of mixed media paper and let her go. You know, she says, Mom, I want to do arts and crafts. And she has an arts and crafts box and she just pulls it out and she just does her thing. Um, which is very opposite of my son. He never, at that age, he never wanted to do any of that stuff. So I was pleasantly surprised that, you know, she's opposite. She wants to do all of that. I just let her. Um, what else? Oh, we go to the library every Monday and we have been reading a ton of books. Right now, both of my kids are signed up for a couple different summer reading programs, and she's super determined to win the large prize for the summer reading program. She always loves reading, but she's been reading even more. Um, so we've been pulling lots of books on ABCs and numbers, and she also has been dabbling in learning Spanish. I'm not sure if it's something we're going to keep up with, but she has shown an interest in learning Spanish. I have taught her the colors. I know a little Spanish, but not a lot. So I've been thinking of possibly putting her in some out school lessons for Spanish just over the summer just to see how that goes. But I'm not sure if we'll stick with it, you know, just because she's so young. I don't know if she'll sit for that long. So we'll see. But she's been having a great school year. I'm definitely going to keep up with the good and the beautiful for kindergarten. Or I don't know if they have a pre K lesson or kindergarten. We're definitely going to do that. And I'm super excited to see what kindergarten holds with the good and the beautiful because she did so well. She is, you know, almost through the alphabet. She remembers the sounds. She's writing, and these are not things I require of her. I just want her to play. And she's like, no, Mom, I have to do school. She really wants to do it. So I just let her do it. Um, so yeah, I'm super excited for the Good and the Beautiful kindergarten. And yeah. Okay, so for Gabriel, he is 11. He'll be 12 this summer. Um, his stack is definitely bigger than Tatiana's. He's doing a lot more this year. I think he can handle it. Um, I will just start out with what he's reading right now. So he's also doing the summer reading program. I signed them both up for the summer reading program through the Good and the Beautiful and through our local library. Right now, he is reading this book, The Secret Door. This is a Good and the Beautiful original. He's actually really interested in it. He loves like adventure type mystery books. He said he was really interested in this one. Before this, he was reading the Museum Mystery or Mystery Museum series he had gotten from the library. And then I also just purchased book one of The Secret of the Hidden Scroll and book one of the Wing Feather Saga from um, Half Price Books. So he's got a lot to read. He's got plenty of books to read, I should say, for the summer. So hopefully, if he likes any of those, I'll continue to buy, books 2, 3 of the series. I think there's more books of these as well. This is level 3B. He could probably go up a couple levels, but I thought this looked like a really interesting series. So if he likes it, I'll continue to buy the rest of the series for him. Okay, so we also are doing 180 days of spelling and word study for fourth grade. I purchased this, I think last year. Maybe it was this year. I don't remember. The reason he's doing fourth grade is because he hadn't done this before, and I didn't know if he should start at his age or not. So we decided to go down a year, just to make sure he was able to handle it because we hadn't done this before. And he's doing great. He loves the way that this is set up. They introduce the word list. There's usually like synonyms, antonyms, write a sentence using these words. He usually does great. He likes to do these. This is a lesson. These are lessons that he can do independently. I usually don't have to help him with this. Sometimes there's a word or two he doesn't understand. I'm happy to give him the answer, like explain what it is. But for the most part, that's independent. We also have paragraph writing from Evan Moore. Um, Gabriel's really resistant to writing. He struggles with writing itself, not the structure of writing or how to write a paragraph. He just hates to do it. He just hates the act of writing, which is kind of understandable. It's, with all the texting and computers, I guess some kids just don't like to do it these days. You know, it just makes his hand hurt. That's what he says. So I got the paragraph writing. It breaks it down into very short segments. So he's writing a paragraph, but it's not all at once. And I thought this would be good to start implementing. We don't do this every day, so he's not very far in it, but it'll say, write a topic sentence or write a supporting detail or write 3 supporting details for this topic sentence. And this has been going really well. This is also something he can do independently. Sometimes he'll ask me for ideas here and there, but other than that, he can do this on his own. He loves it. I love it because the structure of it. But I think we'll maybe finish this out, and I don't know if I'll need to repurchase this because it's doing its purpose, and I don't think I'll need to repurchase this exact thing. Um, but I do recommend it if your child doesn't like to write like Gabriel. So next up we have math. So we are also doing math from the Good and the Beautiful. Gabriel's doing math 3. I love, 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 love Good and the Beautiful math. I cannot sing its praises enough. My child struggled with math. He hated it. It was his worst subject. It took us forever to complete math. And ever since we switched to the good and the beautiful, it is fun. He loves to do it. It gives him confidence now. You know, it doesn't make him feel like he's not bad at math. And we did go down another level because I feel like there were so many gaps, and um I needed him to have a really good foundation, but now that he does, he feels so confident in it. And he's like, Mom, I don't hate math. And that just made me so happy that, he actually gets it. This Good and the Beautiful Math 3, it comes you can purchase it as a digital download. It's actually free if you get the digital download. And then there's a math box that you have to kind of assemble. There is a YouTube video that shows you what you need for the math box, which I did a video. I'll put it up in the iCards of it's a Temu video that I did where I purchased from Temu. I bought everything for the math box, and it's right in here. We keep everything in this little pouch here. It was very inexpensive. I keep like dice. There's a capacity dice game that we play, like a little measuring tape. I think this level we have beans for like multiplication, counting beans. I think level 3 is the last level that you have to use a math box. It was actually really fun putting that together. But I love it. Highly recommend the Good and the Beautiful Math. I think we'll always use the Good and the Beautiful Math as long as Gabriel can. As long as they have a level for him, this is what we're going to stick with. The only thing that I'm going to change next year is I'm not going to digitally download this and print it. I think I'm just going to go ahead and purchase the physical copy next year, because I have a Canon printer. It's right here. You can see it. And it used up a lot of ink. So I'm just going to purchase it next year and be done with it, because I don't have to make a math box. I was trying to save money, but I actually spent more money in ink than it would have cost me just to buy it. So we're gonna do the Good and the Beautiful Math 4, but I'm just gonna buy it next year. Okay, and last but not least, we have language arts from the Good and the Beautiful. We did do level 5. Gabriel's pretty, he's on point with his language arts. The Good and the Beautiful language arts has a lot of components to it. It says here it's literature, grammar and usage, punctuation. There is art, geography, vocabulary, spelling, and writing all wrapped up into one. I also did the digital download version of this. It is free on their website. Just go online, put in your email, they send you the download, and you print it. This was a struggle this year. I don't think, as much as I love the Good and the Beautiful, I don't think we're going to stick with this next year. There's a lot of components, just like it says on here. There is geography cards. They split up. I'll show you. There's a there's a section in here for like the spelling was separate. That's why I ended up getting the 180 days of spelling. There's like writing workshops. There's just lots of. So this would be like the language arts. That would be a language arts lesson. And then there would be a separate find one. That would be like a writing. And it's just a lot for the little guy. He didn't enjoy it. He's like, Mom, this takes me so long to complete. Um, and it did. It would take him a lot longer to complete language arts than I would like. And again, he hates the writing. And I'm not saying that he shouldn't write, because we all have to do things we don't like. And this he understands. But it was a lot. It was a lot. I do appreciate the art aspect in here. I really don't do much art with my kids. I'm terrible at it. Um, the extent of my art lessons are like putting on Art Hub for Kids and having them do some art, some coloring and some painting. I don't know. But we might have to find something different. If you have suggestions for us, please leave comments below. We tried master books before, and Gabe hates like the cheesy coloring stuff. He doesn't like all of that coloring and like stuff like that. But those were the younger years. Maybe it's not like that now with like 5th or 6th grade. And I did love the Bible stories in the master books lessons, so we might go back to that. I still have the book, the the storybook. Um, but I would appreciate suggestions if you guys have anything for your middle school age kids language arts. There's a lot out there, and there's a lot I haven't tried, so I would appreciate that. And I think that's it. Oh yeah, I have some multiplication cards here. These are just, I got these probably maybe at a dollar store or something. I don't know. We've just been practicing multiplication. I know the Good and the Beautiful has musical multiplication. Gabe thinks that's super cheesy. Like, he wants nothing to do with that. Um, so no, we'll have none of that. Musical multiplication. Tatiana would probably go for it, but Gabe, absolutely not. So we're not going to do the musical multiplication. But yeah, that's it. I think that's everything we are going to be doing over the summer, and everything I plan to repurchase and what I don't plan to repurchase. And if you have any questions or suggestions for language arts next year, please leave them in the comments down below. I love chatting with you guys in my comments. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate it, and I will see you in the next video soon. Bye.